Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you game one of a big four-game set. The Atlanta Braves going up against the New York Mets. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait to see him in action in this one. Practically unstoppable as of late.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Ready for baseball here in New York. Getting the nod in this one, David Peterson. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
And he'll be safe at first.
Well, I hope that's not a sign of things to come in this one for either side. We want to see a good, clean game in this one. An error on the first play of the game kind of makes you wonder, but it's a great chance for this visiting lineup to strike first.
Michael Harris II. Next up for the Braves. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Waste no time there. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
So here's Riley now.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Line, and that's a base hit. Coming home. The throw in. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. On the board first, it's 1-0.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Yeah, the batter now, Matt Olson. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Harris at second. Riley at first with no outs. On a line, base hit. Now a long throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. And here is Marcell Ozuna. Tons of pop. Right now he's 3rd in the National League in homers. In the air, left field. Nimmo makes the grab, 1 away.
Batting 6th, catcher.
Here's Brian
Jake
Snitker's
Baldwin.
lineup for the Braves. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Drake Baldwin.
Well, he's starting to become a pretty big part of this team. Last month earning the National League Rookie of the Month honors. And you look at the steps that a young player takes. It's Rookie of the Month, maybe Rookie of the Year. Finds himself an All-Star and maybe an MVP down the road. But right here and right now, he's looking to continue to do damage.
Drake Baldwin now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Just missed.
Could use a ground ball here.
1-1.
Something in the infield. Runner at first base, get two, get out of this.
Runners at first and second with one gone as we play game one of this 4-game series. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
So 2 down now, and here is Nick Allen.
Yeah!
In the dirt, but kept close.
0-1.
Two on, two outs. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Braves 2 and the Mets nothing. Back here at Citi Field. And now here's the starter for Atlanta, Spencer Schwellenbach. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, you know, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environments. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Lindor swings through that one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Lindor recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Harris has a beat on it. And it's caught for the out. Here's a Mets lineup now. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Juan Soto.
Boog, it's kind of a joke that this guy's got a career OPS over 900. I mean, there are a lot of players that hope that they can just do that in one season, but he's done it his entire career. And in reality, there's only about 60 players that can claim that type of production.
Jeff McNeil at the plate now. That's ball 1.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
1 down, base is empty.
Hut!
And there's the strike.
2-2.
On the ground, and it goes just foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that one is downstairs. And a full count now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Here's Juan Soto. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. McNeil at first, 1 gone. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And it's fouled away. And a pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We go on to inning number 2. It's the Braves 2 and the Mets nothing. Second inning set to go.
Atlanta,
now in for the Braves, Alex Verdugo. Peterson back to work. He swings and fouls one off. Verdugo with a homer in his last game. Ground ball right side. Handles, throws to first. One up, one down.
Batting ninth, second baseman Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
Albies is playing on the road, so you know that means he's been FaceTiming with his pet fish. This guy owns a few home aquariums, and it's no secret he likes talking to his fish when he's away. In fact, Albies had cameras installed so he can check on the fish anytime he wants.
Nimmo pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there.
Up
And that
next
front
for
shoulder
Atlanta,
coming
right
open instead
fielder,
of staying
Ronald
closed.
Acuna
If he does
Jr.
that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
That one is absolutely belted. And it hits the fence. Around first, digging for 2. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
Michael Harris II. Next up for the Braves. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. In the air, left field, down the line. Nimmo makes the play, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Atlanta, but they're on top 2-0. Back here in Queens,
Leading
we head to
off
the
for
bottom
the
of the
Mets,
2nd, and now it's Mark
baseman,
Vientos.
Mark Vientos.
Vientos went deep in his most recent game. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. And that drops in for a strike.
Boog, one of our favorites. Jerry Hillsdale umpiring behind home plate in this one. Pretty much by the book with his strike zone.
That's out.
And because he's so by the book, you'll sometimes see pitchers questioning him. They'll make a good pitch on the edge of the zone, want the strike, and not get the call. But most of the time, Jerry gets it right. He's a good one.
Batting 6.
Here's Jesse Winker.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
And first offering is fouled off. High in the air, out to right. Under it is Acuna to make the grab.
Batting 7. Left fielder Brandon.
Here's Brandon Nimmo.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
And that's in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground to third. Inning over. Mets go down quickly. They trail it here 2-0. Top half of the
Leading
third
off
inning.
for
Here's the third
Braves,
baseman, Austin Riley.
Austin Riley.
And there's a foul ball. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, a swing like that can help you
Up
come
next
out of this
for
struggle.
Atlanta,
We saw
first
the numbers
baseman,
coming into the
Matt
ball
Olson.
game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. RBI single his last time up. On the ground right side. 4, 6,
That's it.
3. And they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Marcell Ozuna.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Fly to left his first time. With the shift on, hits right into it. Toss to Alonso, and that is that. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Braves 2 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back.
Leading
And coming off
off
a
for the
series where the
Mets,
pitching was
catcher,
outstanding.
Francisco
We take a look at those
Alvarez.
numbers. First
That's
pitch
a ball.
just misses.
1 ball, no strikes. That's a ball, low.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Out to short. Tosses across to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Batting ninth, center fielder Tyrone Taylor.
And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over. So the lineup
Now
flips
batting,
over.
shortstop,
Now up to hit
Francisco
Lindor.
Lindor.
0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make
0-1.
moves on the base paths.
Taylor over at first with 1 away. Lindor with another scorching run of play lately. Caught him looking for the K. And now here's Jeff
Now
McNeil.
batting,
Worked a
second
walk in his
baseman,
first trip to the
Jeff
plate.
McNeil.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
That's in, ball.
Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. Runner on the go.
Back
Pitch
one.
in for a strike. Throw. Save. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the 3rd. Ground ball left side. Zips it to first. That's the inning. Mets strand 1, and they're down 2-0. And we're back. Leading off,
for the
Drake
Braves,
Baldwin.
catcher Drake Baldwin.
Baldwin in his rookie season, 23 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2022. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat.
Up
Nice
next
line
for
drive to the pull
Atlanta,
side right there,
shortstop
but he
Nick
didn't spin
Allen.
off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Man at first, nobody out. Nick Allen next up for the Braves. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Soto makes the catch. One down.
Up next for Atlanta, left fielder Alex Verdugo.
Here's Alex Verdugo. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. And there's a strike.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the
0-1.
aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
McNeil gets it to first. And Verdugo is set down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping
Now
the ball
batting,
out of the
second
air.
baseman,
Lets the
Ozzie
defense work
Albies.
behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Fly to left his first time. Line drive. And that is that. Braves strand one. They're up 2-0. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for the
Juan
Mets,
Soto now.
right fielder.
Well, in their
Juan
win last game, this guy came up
Soto.
with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. In the air, center field, Harris sizing this one up, makes the catch for the out.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman
Here's Pete Alonso.
Alonso.
Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
0-1.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Comes up empty.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way
No
to
ball,
shorten
2
your
strikes.
path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Pack.
Goes down looking.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to
Third
foul
baseman,
something
Mark
off, extend that at
Vientos.
bat.
Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Struck out swinging his first time. Fastball
No,
is
that missed. That's a
outside.
ball.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad
1-0.
thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
A little
Yeah.
up front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that one sliced foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Down in order go the Mets. They're still down. It's 2-0. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite a
off for
pitcher's
the
duel so
Braves,
far.
right
Here's how the
fielder,
starters
Ronald
have performed
Acuna
up to this
Jr.
point. Peterson back to work. And there's a base hit to left. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Now the number 2 hitter, Michael Harris II. That one lifted to left. Nimmo has it sized up. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Austin Riley.
Here's Austin Riley. That one hammered, but pulled foul. On the ground, a short, could be two. Lindor over to second, over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Braves 2 and the Mets nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news
Mets
from around the league.
Designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
And a ground ball to first. Can't glove it cleanly. Still manages a throw. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Brandon Nimmo.
So up next, Brandon Nimmo. First time up, he grounded to third. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. One out, base is empty. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. On to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Grounded out his first time. That one outside, and that's ball one.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And that one hammered, and a foul ball. And he chases that one below the zone.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
That misses. Now 2-2.
2-2.
Hit weakly on the ground. Fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. All set for the top of the sixth. And here's the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Love it here at the field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the third home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
On the ground, right side. And Olson is set down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, 0 for 2 in this one. And that one wrapped foul. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. And that's off the inside edge. And the count even 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
That one ripped left field. And it hits the fence. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Throws off target as he slides in with a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. David Peterson out of the game, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back.
Now pitching for the New
Oscar
York Mets.
Brazoban into the game.
Number 43.
And that's a big potential run out there in second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. 1 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one pulled foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 out and a runner at second. Right side, and that's just foul. Out towards right center. That's well struck. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Run comes in from second, and they're up by 3.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball, and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
1 out, runner at second. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Nick Allen. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and they get the out.
Now batting, left fielder Alex Verdugo.
Alex Verdugo next up for the Braves.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
First pitch misses. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Julian Merriweather appears to be getting loose. Garrett also throwing. Baldwin at second with 2 down. On a bounce right side, McNeil. The throw to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. The Braves add 1 on the RBI double. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Tyrone Taylor.
Just missed.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
On the ground to first, Olsen steps on first for the out.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's Francisco Lindor. He's one of the best players in the game. Lindor with some impressive production lately. And a slider in there for a strike.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
The Braves leading by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Jeff McNeil stands in. He's 0 for 1. And that's in there at the knees. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Next offering is in for a strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Ground ball up the middle. Throw on to Olsen. And there's 2 away. And now it's Juan Soto. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 2 outs. And 1 in scoring position. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Braves 3 and the Mets nothing. Back here at Citi Field, top of inning number 7. Here's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. That one down the line. Alonso takes it to the bag. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Now batting, right fielder Ronald Acuna.
And now it's
Jr.
Ronald Acuna Jr. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it one-hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. Safe. And that's his 3rd hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
One out. Runner at second. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. 1 for 3. Just missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
Let's go, Matt.
The 1-0. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Let's go, New York.
Out to center. Taylor ranging after it. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman Austin Riley.
Here comes Austin Riley. And foul ball. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. One left for Atlanta, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. In there at the knees. That's strike one.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Throw on to Olsen, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
So digging in, Mark Vientos. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The 1-1. Tapped in front of the plate. Gets it to first, and a couple of quick outs.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. And there's the ball.
1-1.
That one fouled off. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets. They trail in this one 3-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. A.J. Minter.
And this could be a tough first test for him right here. His numbers against lefties aren't great this season.
Matt Olson up to the plate.
For the Braves, first baseman Matt Olson.
Fouled off to the right. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Soto moving back for it. Gone. He doinks it off the foul pole. He nails one out to right. His 7th home run of the season. And they add a run. It's 4-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
So now the DH spot, Marcell Ozuna on the ground to third. And it goes just foul.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The 0-1. That one almost got him.
wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Hit on the ground to short. Lindor slings to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Catcher,
Drake Baldwin. Next up for the Braves. In the air, left field. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, shortstop, Nick Allen.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Nick Allen. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Fly ball center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Up next for Atlanta, left fielder, Alex Verdugo.
So a man aboard, Alex Verdugo. Next up for the Braves, 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Soto gets under it. He's got it, and that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Schwellenbach back to work. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
That one missed.
Ball.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
And a swing and a miss.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And the leadoff man aboard.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
So a man at first, Francisco Alvarez. Up now for the Mets.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Nimmo aboard here at first with nobody out. Slow roller to third. Over to Albies. On to Olsen. That's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far
Now
from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Tyrone Taylor will hit next. That one misses. Ball 1.
1-0.
And another ball.
2-0.
Two and 0 to count. Here it comes. Slider clips the zone.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That one drilled left field. Verdugo makes the grab, and that's the inning. 8 innings, 8 zeros as the shutout continues here. It's the Braves 4 and the Mets nothing. We're back. It's the top of the ninth. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Reed Garrett.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Garrett.
Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies.
Second baseman,
0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. In the air, right field. Soto going after it. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Here's Acuna now.
No matter what, when you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
That's to third. Slides for the stop. Gathers and throws, and he gets him. Nicely done.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. That's outside. Ball one. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. And that's a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Austin Riley. Ripped on a line to center. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
And in scoring position with 2 away. Matt Olson next up for the Braves. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball. Riley stands at second with 2 gone. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 7-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Reed Garrett won't go any further tonight. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching.
Julian Merryweather gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And next is the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
It's 0-1.
Two down, nobody on. Up the middle, McNeil sends it to first, and that is that. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 7-0. You're dialed into the show. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels. And I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player's maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all, and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. What was your worst start one year? Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was, I mean, it was awful.
No, that missed.
Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food restaurant, like 3 for 33 or something.
Throw on to Olsen. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder Juan Soto.
So they're down to their final out. Juan Soto getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
This one smoked out to left. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves get a shutout on the mound.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
This one ends 7-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.